Hey Omar, how you doing? Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. Met up with a lot of guys, people I served with. There we go. Get that all set up. I don't think I like the new YouTube setup. It was much easier to edit videos under the old setup. Is what it is, though. Hey, thank you guys for the likes. Greatly appreciate it. Welcome to Stiffler Manufacturing, everybody, where we turn bars of steel into gun slides, like the SM-19 Viper you see before you. Another day of talking about the 2A, talking about slides, talking about guns, whatever you guys feel like asking me questions about. So let's see, that'll let me edit title and description, but why will it not let me edit? Ah, okay, so that's where they changed that. Annoying. There we go. Yeah, how they do YouTube live videos and how it appears on your screen. It doesn't allow you to just edit directly anymore. Which sucks. It also doesn't show immediate updates, so I have to refresh my stream to show the updates that I made. And just doing some work in the background as well, getting some more stuff listed. We got some more work done on the 26th this week. Need to do a little bit more next week, but for those of you not familiar, we are working on the SM26. This is one of our raws. Hey, Desert Armory, what's going on? So we're getting closer and closer to completing the 26. It should be done by the end of the month. And next month, we're planning to start doing the design work for a 43. So that should be pretty exciting. And I'm hoping the 43 will be done by the end of first quarter. Oh, right on. How did the gun show go? $583. Wait a minute. Oh, I do have those. Okay. Oh, let's make sure we fix that chat filter too. There we go. Yep, had a lot of good conversations yesterday. We did that hour-long live while I was driving from Tucson to Phoenix. Met with a lot of vets. Got to have a few gun conversations. Good day. Good day. Got to see some people I haven't seen in a while. And we'll be doing another gun store outreach probably this weekend. We'll be reaching out to a lot of businesses across the country. So if you know a local business that's looking to get, gun parts and slides at dealer rates, we might be able to provide for them. Feel free to let them know. And of course, those of you new, feel free to ask any questions, make any comments. We're real free form. And if I can't answer it, I'll make something up. And we'll all just have a little fun with it. There we go. That doesn't seem to be the same one. We'll back off on that one. And for those of you unfamiliar, all of our slides are made from 17-4 stainless steel. We do not mill Glock blanks or OEMs. We mill a bar of steel down into the slide. So it gets milled from that bar into something raw like this. Then it'll be deburred, sanded, cleaned, Cerakoted. And once the Cerakote cures, maybe you get something like this. Or something in gold. And we also do some camos, some lightning stencils, some tiger stripes, different stuff like that. Interesting. I don't see this one on here. That means I'm going to have to hunt down the UPC. Oh, well. Ah, there it is. Found it. Excellent. Oh, no, everyone's really excited for the 26. We're just trying to make sure we're doing it right. Yeah, I think we'll do this one. We'll get that listed. No problems there. But we do have a raw 26. I think you've probably seen that before. And we're just tweaking a few more things before we get it off to final range testing. I mean, this runs as it is. We're just not quite happy with it. It needs just a little more work. Which, I know for some people are like, yeah, hey, if it works, just release it. And it's like, yeah, it works, but, I mean, it doesn't feel as good as it should. And we're going to make it feel good. Slide needs to feel right. I know that sounds weird. Some people are like, well, hey, if it works, just release it. We'll buy it. And it's like, no, no, I've seen other companies that do that where it's not quite up to snuff and then people complain about it later. And it's like, I would rather we take a longer time getting it released, making sure things are 100%, than people have problems later, you know? Because I've seen so many other companies do that, and it's just, it's not what we're going to do. Yeah, yeah, we've done some range testing with the RXM. Pretty good. I was having an issue with one slide, and I couldn't figure out what the heck was going on. I thought, is it the ammo? Is it, did I not? And there was a shard of brass shell casing that was jamming things up. And I had to take apart the slide and get in there and get it out of there. I'm like, why am I having so many jamming issues? Like, what the hell's going on? And yep, there was just a shard of metal in there causing some hangups. So yeah, sometimes you just gotta clean your build and make sure there's nothing hanging up in there, nothing caught up in there. It was a chunk of brass. There we go. Perfect. Is that the correct number? 68652. Yes, it is. Excellent. And I'm doing just a little bit of work in the background too while answering questions. Yes, Stiffler slides do work on the RXM. Fluffy Bunny Arsenal, what's going on, man? Yep, I took it to the range and shot it myself. I know some other people have. And yep, it works. Let's get this in here too. 88969868. There we go. Hey, Safely Strapped, how you doing, man? Wait, why is everyone's names at their ats? I need to play around with that. Not about this Christmas, but we are going to do one for Black Friday. So Black Friday will be 20% off our stripped slides in graphite black. It looks like users have to personalize their handles. It's nothing I can change? That's unfortunate. But yeah, I don't think we're doing one for Christmas. We are going to do one for Black Friday, and we might do one for New Year's, but nothing for Christmas. Does the 26 slide come with a firing pin channel liner, or do I need to get a new one? You are going to need to get a new one. All of our strip slides come completely stripped. Hey, Miguel, what's going on, man? Welcome to Stiffler Manufacturing, where we turn bars of steel, like this one here, into gun slides, specifically for the Glock 19 and Glock 17. That's what they look like raw. And then after we mill them out, we deburr them, sand them, clean them, Cerakote them, and turn them into something like this. Then, of course, we have your traditional, tactical colors: black, desert sand, FDE. And then we've got more fancy stuff like this tiger stripe. Or maybe something in gold. Grimdork, the ones with firing pins are in complete slides. Strip slides come completely stripped. Yeah, our price tag ranges from like 145 to 285. I think we have a few more that are coming in towards like the 300 range. But, lowest end is 145. Nope, none of that, no, none of that. What is the release on this one? What year do we have here? Is there no release date? Where's your release date? Huh. Weird. Do you have any 19X slides with the 19X still engraved? KBB, man, that whole change, Fluffy, that whole change with usernames is so annoying. But KBB, no, we don't. What we do is we turn bars of steel into the slides. So like this big old bar of steel right here. So we don't take Glock OEM slides or other people's blanks and mill them down. We actually mill a bar of steel into the slide. So then it'll get turned into something raw like this before we do any coating and cleaning and deburring and so on. All of our slides are milled from 17.4 stainless steel. Some other companies use 416, and that's fine. It's just there's less stuff you can do with 416 than you can with 17.4. Like we could put windows, we could do some little design windows there on the breech side wall that can't really be done on 416 and lesser steel. Not without cracking. I'm sure people remember some of the older slides, like Rock, where they would crack right along all of their stress points. Yeah, we don't have that. And for some ungodly reason, if they were, just reach out. We'll get you a new one. I appreciate that, 10X. Definitely do. Let's take a look. What's the weight going to run on this? I'm calling it 10. Let's see. We have 2 and We'll call it 10, and we'll run it at a 13 by 10 by 4. Getting things set up for the U.S. Postal Service. Actually, can I up it to 11 without any cost changes? I can up it to 11. Heck yes. Always go max on your weights. If you can go up on the weight without changing the cost, do it. That's a good question, actually. So, unless you're porting the barrel yourself, or you're getting a company to port the barrel for you, it is sometimes hard to match the porting. That said, the porting windows we've chosen fit most ported barrels. Like this one here with the turbo, it's a rounded rectangle. It fits most ported barrels. The Viper, having 3 windows, gives you even more options with a ported barrel. The downside, and do I have one with me? I do. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab a slide. There we go. Oh, and thank you guys for the likes. It's greatly appreciated. So here we have one of our turbos that I utilize, and it does have a ported barrel. And this is for a 19. And so you can see how it just lines up perfectly with this one. But even when they do line up, you are going to get some char on that undercarriage shooting with a ported barrel. Nothing you can do about it. That's just what happens when you shoot ported. But that said, while the undercarriage gets a little charred up, the exterior still looks good. Actually, yeah, we'll just show that one off. Take that one back off. Gives it a little character, yeah. Hey, thank you for Christopher Lewis. Greatly appreciate it. And thank you guys so much for those likes. Always appreciated. Oh, I need to fix one. Let's see if I can fix this here. Do a quick little revision. Yep, weekends are usually my admin and relisting days. Changing stuff up. Art High, yeah, these are aftermarket Glock style slides that are made by Stiffler Manufacturing, us. And they do fit the Glock 19 and Glock 17, and we are working on the Glock 26. After the 26, we are going to work on the 43, which we hope to start design work next month. Now let's see. After we do the 43, we very well might do the 48. We need to see if distributors and customers are actually going to buy it in enough volume for us to produce it. A lot of, like, when people ask us a lot of, like, hey, why don't you have this slide yet? Why don't you have that slide yet? A lot of it's because vendors and distributors are not asking for it, and customers have not contributed enough to, like, asking for it and offering to buy it. So, like, for example, the Glock 21, people ask for it a lot. The 22, a lot. The 23. But the distributors and vendors, we've asked them, like, hey, do you want to get these? Are your stores asking for them? No. And it's super disappointing because we would like to make more stuff, but we can't just produce it without any sort of guarantee that we could sell them. A great example is there is a person out there who, like, once a month, sometimes more, ask us if we're ready to make a Ruger P89. I don't know if those of you remember the Ruger P89, but it's an older pistol. And he's like, will you make slides for it? I'm like, the Ruger P89's out of production. Nobody's making them. Ruger doesn't make them. And nobody besides this one guy is asking us if we will make slides for them. And if we were, we would just lose money. So we're not going to do it. It'd be cool if we could. I'd love to make slides for all kinds of stuff. But we've got to get a return on investment on it. .43X. We are going to work on the 43 after we finish the 26. We're almost done with the 26. This is our prototype raw model of the 26 here. So once the 26 is done, yeah, we're hoping to start design work on the 43 next month. 10X, just get a 43 frame from PSA. Get a PSA Dagger Micro, and those run 43s. They're like 50-ish. That way you're not spending a ridiculous amount. I mean, you can always upgrade to a 43 frame later, like an OEM. But if you want to just get started, pick up a PSA. What I wish PSA would do is make an actual 17 frame and a few others. And a 26 frame. PSA doesn't make a 26 frame. Oh, we make these slides. We take bars of steel. See if this rolls. Yep, it's going to roll. We'll do it this way. We take bars of steel like this one here, 17.4 stainless, and we mill them down. Oh, do you mean do we take other people's slides and do custom work with them? No, not yet. We might do that sometime in the future. It's not something we do yet, though. Mostly the reason we don't do it right now is we do volume production. So when we're making batches of slides, we're making hundreds a week. And if we were to stop one of the machines to do some custom work on one individual slide, we'd stop producing like 30 to 50 slides. So that math doesn't math. So we're debating getting an individual machine to do custom work sometime in the future. Yes, we are going to SHOT Show. That's the plan anyway. SHOT Show coming up in January in Las Vegas. We should be there alongside MMC Armory at the same booth, I do believe. We use 17-4 stainless steel. It's a bit harder to work with, but it is more corrosion resistant, good, strong steel. But it does bust the end mills a lot easier than like 416 does. Using SCM 440. How's that running for you? The 17-4 is tough to work with, but it creates a good product. Fresh off the machine, we can shoot it. Hey, no worries, Fluffy. Not everybody wants SCT parts or ELD performance barrels, and so when that happens, we just recommend they get the stripped slide. Because if you get one of our completes, like this one here, that's an ELD performance ported barrel. The upper parts kit is SCT Manufacturing. If somebody wants something different than that, just get the strip slide. Or if they don't want to, if they want something that runs immediately, but they want to upgrade later, yeah, go ahead and get the complete and just change out parts kits later. Yeah, we don't make the parts kits or the barrel. That's just something we procure through SCT Manufacturing. Same company that makes the SCT frames. And the ELD performance barrels, we just procure them for our shop. Some people like one-stop shop so they can pick up stuff as they go, so that's why we have them. Let's see. Black Friday sale. Well, let's see. Thanksgiving's next week, so I think the sale will actually start on Thanksgiving and then roll in through Cyber Monday. So it'll probably be the 27th through the 1st. And that will be all of our black slides will be on sale. I'm not 100% about the Space Worn. We still got to talk about it. The Space Worn is the distressed slides. But I know right now, Graphite Black will be on sale. Oh, let's get the weight out of you. How much do you weigh? We're going to up that to 11. Do you think so? Really? FV Ordnance does a lot of competition shooting, so I trust him when he says that he's going to go with a match grade barrel over ELD performance. But, for example, this barrel here and another one I have run this slide 800 rounds. Actually, now at this point, 900 rounds through this slide with ELD performance barrels, no issues. So I've had no problems, but I'm also, I'm not a competition shooter anymore. I have done some competition shooting, but nothing like the IDPA or I did do an NRA match once. What's that other shooting competition I'm thinking of? USPSA. Yeah, the USPSA shooting competition, which I think FV Ordnance is going to be doing one of those with Spring with one of our slides. He's going to be taking a 17 version of the Viper, and he's going to be going to the shooting competition with that. He already did one with the IDPA with that same build, and I believe what he's doing is upgrading the barrel and the parts kits to something that's more match grade. because competition shooters shoot a hell of a lot more than your average shooter does. So they wear through parts, and they've got a good bead on what parts kits are good for them. So when they say, hey, I prefer this because of this, I roll with it because they shoot more than I do anymore. I'm not in the Army anymore, and all the shooting we had with, was with government issued crap. So and for those of you who are not aware of the background of people in Stiffler Manufacturing, for example, I myself have done 10 years of military service. I've shot in military shooting competitions. I did one match with the NRA. There was some kind of NRA hosted match here in Arizona, and I did that. But that was years ago. I forget even what that was about. I was an NRA Golden Eagle before I left the NRA. Life member of Gun Owners of America, Firearm Policy Coalition member, a member of Arizona Citizen Defense League. So I have a background in some 2A advocacy. I've been a part of letter writing campaigns and speaking engagements with politicians, law enforcement leaders about establishing 2A sanctuaries, about supporting the Second Amendment. So that's my background. Other people in Stiffler Manufacturing, 6 years of military experience, 4 and 3 years of military experience. We have a guy with some law enforcement experience, range instructors, range safeties, teaching soldiers how to shoot, teaching civilians how to shoot, teaching women's classes how to shoot. So with that's kind of our background. We wouldn't by no means consider ourselves experts, but we do have some experience in the field. There's definitely going to be somebody out there who's way better than us. And that's okay. There's always going to be somebody better than you. The point is, are you being better than you the next day? That's what training's for. This one is not updating, so let's do a refresh on the stream on my computer. Weird, I'm not getting an update on the chat on the computer, but I'm getting an update on my phone. Weird. Match grade barrels is much more in price over ELD, but if you want to just start out shooting, yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you're just getting started out, or if you just want something that works, or you want to slap something on a PSA frame, yeah, go ahead and go with one of our completes with the ELD and the SCT. It'll work great. Excuse me. Oh, thanks for the like. Greatly appreciate it. Let's switch off something different. Let's go with the lightning. Rick Martin, how's it going, man? The Siley Optics Wolf X Pro? Yeah, I've been testing it. I got 900 rounds through it now, and it is running great. Let's see, do we have a... Oh, we do have a date on this. Why is there no date on the other one? What the hell? Oh, you actually... Seriously? Wow. Okay, so I have drop tested mine multiple times. I've dropped it on the floor, dropped it on gravel, dropped it on wood, concrete. and all I've got is a few scuffs. Hey, Trigicon works 10x. But we've tested these with Hollow Sun, Siley Optics, and Gideon Optics so far. There we go. No MPN listed, huh? Okay. I dropped mine on my concrete porch and in the blacktop, and I guess it just hit. Yeah, that could just be bad luck on that, where you just hit it just perfectly. That's unfortunate. But I've seen some other people do some crazy stuff to it where the glass is cracked, the frame's all dented up, and they are still shooting and running with it. Nope, none of that, none of that. Is there anything here? Nope. Excellent, there we go. Sorry, just doing a little bit of work in the background as well as answering questions and whatnot. Please feel free to ask what you like. Hey, Bill Poole, finally polished up the rails. Nice. So when getting a new OEM parts kit for the Strip 26, get Gen 3 everything and then get Gen 5 firing pin. I mean, a Gen 3 firing pin will work just fine too. And let's go with 11 and 13 by 10 by 4. Excellent. Good to go. I've never tried, I think we've reached out to KM Tactical like a year and a half, 2 years ago. They never responded to us. So I've never gotten to try their stuff or work with them in any way. So can't really comment on good or bad on, some companies. Some we get to work with, and, some just, they never reach back out. Same thing with some gun shops too. You got to reach out to some, and they never answer, and it's like, all right, well. One of them, one of their employees anyway, not the shop themselves. So in that case, I won't say which one, because I don't want the employee getting in trouble. Recently, we got Task Force Red, Firearms and Gunsmithing, which is a local gun shop here in Arizona, to carry some of our slides. in their cases. And one of these employees from another gun shop happened to go in there and see that our slides were there. And this employee knows, because we've talked with them, and other employees in their gun shop knows that we've been trying to get their gun shop to have our slides. And so when I saw them again at the gun shop, because I was going in, I like to just pop into gun shops, peruse, check things out. And they approached me and said, "Hey, I saw your slides over there. Like, did you guys give up on us?" And I'm like, "No, I'd absolutely love to have our slides in your shop. But that doesn't mean I am going to, turn down other gun stores waiting on you to act. Whether you're owner or whoever, just, they want to drag their feet, that's their business." Like, we got to make sales. And he's like, "Yeah, I know. I really want to get your slides in here. They're awesome." And I'm like, "Yeah, do what you can, man. I mean, but we're not going to, if we find other gun shops that sell our stuff, that's what we're going to do. We're not going to just stick with one unless you guys start ordering enough that makes us reconsider, where people can say, 'Oh, hey, you can only get Stiffler slides over here.'" It's still a business arrangement. We've still got to make sales, just like they've got to make sales. And, he's like, "Yeah, I get it. I understand." I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, we can't just wait on everybody till they're finally ready to buy something. We got to keep moving and grooving." Oh, yeah, almost at 2K. Yeah, we're getting there. Oh, yeah, got to try and support the small companies when you can. Some of them are absolutely great. Some I've had some less than positive experiences with. And it's not so much that the product's bad, it's the customer service was bad. That's not like, I mean, it is the business's fault and it's not the business's fault. It's a weird thing. I'm not going to go into who it is right now because that's a whole discussion. I don't like to talk trash about other businesses. There's a couple I have in the past, but they've well and truly earned it, and one of them is out of business now. Though they sold their business to someone else, so it's a whole thing. And Shimmer Aluminum SM19 Hellet. But yeah, SHOT Show coming up in January. We've got our Black Friday sale starting next week on Thanksgiving. And I think we might be doing a New Year's sale. Not 100%, but I think we are. Let's see. Let's move. There I go, dropping stuff. Let's move you. Let's move you. Oh, yep. Let's move you too. Moving all kinds of things. Okay, now don't fall. Just stay still and don't fall. All right, yeah, I did it. Oh, trying to find another time to go out to the range. It's definitely cold enough. To go out to the desert, I mean. I don't want to go to an indoor range. We can do some recording at an indoor range, but it's just not good enough in comparison. So I want to go out to an outdoor range again and get a lot of video. And show off our builds running and gunning, you know? Can't make money on waiting. Yeah, exactly. Can't make money waiting. If you say, hey, you should go check this place out, I would do it because I haven't done business with you. Yeah, yeah, and freaking, I'd check out Superior Triggers. East Coast Cerakote ain't bad. Go check out DLD After Dark and Definition Knives. Good guys. Flying Ridge Firearms. Yep. Good group of guys. Check out their stuff. They got some businesses. RTT Guns and Gear has a good channel. Check him out. We'd like to get some of our stuff with MMP Guns. They've expressed some interest, but never got back to us. Wick Actual's doing some crazy stuff with personal defensive tools. You can check him out sometime. And for those of you passing through Arizona, if you want to just check out our slides in person, you can go to the Hub in Tucson, Mesa, or Lakeside. Sirius Arms up in Prescott. And then also Task Force Red in Tucson. And if you want to get one of our old flash slides, only the Hub and I think Sirius Arms are the only businesses that have any left in stock. Yeah. Because they bought a chunk of them for their own stores, and I think they're the only ones that have any in stock before we stop doing regular production of them. Which we might bring production back at some point. Not 100% sure when or how or what have you. But yeah, we might bring production back of our regular slide, of our SM19 flash slide and our Leonidas slide. Bill Poole here, he has one of our Leonidas slides. Oh, so they even took away my ability to see current likes on the PC version. I can see it on the phone version. I can't see it on the PC version. This is so annoying. YouTube, why did you... Why? Why did you change this? Thanks a lot, YouTube. Ah, there we go. I figured out how to change the setting for at least seeing all of your guys' chat. It was frozen there for a good long while. That's silly. But we got it changed up. But this whole weekend is just going to be a lot of admin stuff, getting stuff relisted to our eBay and website, chatting everybody up about how we're going to start the 26 again next week, what we have to do next. How hard is it to write CNC programs for different cuts on slides? Yes. I mean, it is hard and it's not hard. It's weird. It's not hard in the fact that it is to draw it and like write it out. It's becomes a pain when it goes into G code and then the actual production of the slide. Like you can look at the animation on the tool path and see like how everything's supposed to run, but then when you actually put it into progress, you actually have to sit there and make sure it's actually running correctly. And then you have to go into improvements. How can we make the cut better? How can we make the tool path better? How can we make the speeds better? And it's just something that you have to deal with the time. And we've definitely scrapped out slides, fixing or changing things that we thought were going to be better. And yeah, okay, that's just on there. But we've also made some really good improvements, experimenting with some stuff and going, hey, what if we ran it like this? And what if we ran it like that? And what if we changed this end mill to that end mill? And where we've made production better. So it's worth it experimenting sometimes, but also sometimes when you're experimenting to improve things, sometimes you're going to break stuff. And then you just threw money away. There we are. All right, well, this is where we're going to reach out because we're almost at the hour mark. So this is where we're going to go into final questions, comments, say whatever, ask whatever. If I don't know the answer, I'll make something up. So feel free. No, nothing. I'm doing everything perfect. Hell yeah. The stiffest stiff they're ever stiffed. Good to go. Man, I'm always having a great day. Everybody getting stiff with Stiffler. They just don't know it yet. All right, guys. Well, if that's it, thank you for joining Stiffler Manufacturing, where we turn bars of 17.4 stainless steel into gun slides for the Generation 3, Glock 19, and Glock 17. We utilize a Trijicon RMR flat optic cut. Do our own Cerakote work. We also have aluminum cover plates, not plastic. We don't use that cheap plastic bullshit that other companies try to pawn off on you. We have a variety of designs, tiger stripe type stuff. We're also doing zebra now. Different colors, even camo. Ported options, standard. And we're almost done with the 26. This beautiful one right here. Getting close to being done with the 26. So thanks for checking us out. Thanks for all your likes. Thanks for the new subs. It's greatly appreciated. And as always, stay 2A every day.